morning, welcome to Lockdown Golf day number 6, and today we're going to expand a little further on that rotation of the pelvis. Now that pelvic rotation assessment, obviously what we know to date is we're trying to maintain our golf posture and we're looking at trying to rotate that pelvis, keeping yourself inside those lines if we had them. Now for those of you who find that when you do it without support you're quite limited in your movement, but then when you add some support, again, if you had a golf club here to lean on, if you find you can get more mobility out of the range of movement here, but less when you take it down, okay, this is a bit like that pelvic tilt test, where the more stability you actually have, the easier it is to gain the movement. This means you have a lack of stability in that core region. So today I want to give you 3 little exercises to try and help increase a bit of core rotational control. One of them is very, very similar to the actual assessment itself. In fact, it is the assessment itself. But this time, add some stability with your upper body. So use that club, and then from there, look at trying to turn your pelvis as much as you can to give things a bit of a stretch. But also what will be happening is your core muscles will be working quite hard to try and give things a bit of a stretch. Okay, so the beauty of a lot of these assessments that we'll go through is they are exercises in themselves. So that would be the first one. The second one we can do, put this away. Well, actually no, I'll keep that going. We'll go into this one, is a stalk turn. So what we can do here is standing on one leg, tuck the other leg in behind. What we're doing here is we're making this section here a lot more unstable by standing just on the one leg. From here, we're looking at trying to turn our pelvis one way while trying to keep your upper body still. So if we look from side on, tucking that leg in behind, keeping my shoulders nice and square, and looking at trying to rotate my pelvis. Obviously you can do this both ways. All right, that's a really good way of making things just that little bit unstable and making these core muscles work that little harder. Now the third exercise we will look at will be one where we can use a weight. Now I'm lucky here, I've got a weighted medicine ball around 3 kilos. However, most of you probably don't have those sitting at home. So what you can have is you can have a backpack full of books, milk bottles, whatever, all right, just to add some weight to it. So what we want to do is we want to hit the floor, and you're going to have your weight sitting up above here with your arms straight. From here, you're going to get your knees and your hips at around 90 degrees. And the aim of this exercise is to try and keep the ball still while you try and rotate your body or your lower body down towards the ground and coming back up again. And the same thing on the other side. Don't forget to go both ways. Okay. Now, there's a couple of things to watch out for. One, you may get to a point where you feel like, I'm just going to fall over. You want to go to the point where you feel like I've just got enough control that I can bring that back, because the hard part of this exercise is actually controlling it at the end and then bringing it back. The other side of things to watch out for is making sure when you go one way with your legs, you don't drop the ball over to the other side to counter it. The whole idea with this is to keep the ball or the weight above your head here nice and still. And so we're getting a pure rotation happening from your lower body to your upper body. Okay? So remember to go both ways with that one. And I think that will do for today. All right, we've got the pelvic rotation assessment as an exercise. We've got the stalk turn with your club, all right, and then that last one we just did there, which is looking at a weighted rotation. Now, if you want to advance that last exercise I did, the way to advance it is actually to decrease the weight you're holding. The less weight you have in your hands, the harder it is to try and control those legs. So try those exercises, and what we'll do tomorrow is we'll work on the next assessment in the TPI screen. Look forward to seeing you then. Have a great day, and we'll catch you tomorrow. Cheers.